along to OneHubRacing. This is season 14, sponsored by Next Level Racing. Welcome to the Prestige tier, and we're at round 2 here at the Sakir International Circuit for the Bahrain Grand Prix. For 1 week only, I am back commentating for OneHubRacing, the first time since season 13, unfortunately. Alex Elliott cannot make it tonight, he's not feeling very well, and on behalf of OneHubRacing, get better soon. So I'm filling in tonight. But I also have someone with me in the commentary box. He's making his OneHub commentary debut. I would like to welcome Liam to the commentary box. Hello, Liam. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad, Jess. How are you?
I am good, and I'm ready to get this show on the road, really, with the grid walk, which is the first time we've both done this. So this should be interesting. But we have 2 out of the 3 drivers today. As one we originally had for... He didn't know he will need to have a mic. So we've got 2, so it's better than nothing. So first of all, we've got Nick and we've got Odems, but first of all we will speak to Nick. So you've had a very strong showing last time for you. What were you expecting from last week's race? Was it a good result for you, or were you hoping for even better?
Yeah, I was quite happy with my result. Just the whole race, staying out of trouble, not getting any damage, and then the safety car spiced things up, and I was able to execute a good safety car restart, and finish P4, which is not too bad.
Obviously, was that what you were hoping? How regarding the tyres as well? Was there a point where the tyres were getting a little bit too difficult, or the safety car did help you along that route?
I wouldn't say it helped me massively, but it definitely spiced things up. But yeah, I wasn't really struggling on tyres. I just decided to go on soft, because if I was on the older tyres, then I'd get absolutely destroyed by all the others. So yeah.
And going into the rest of the season for Australia anyway, you got Bahrain tonight. What are your hopes for Bahrain? What is your expected position after you've been practicing quite a bit? Are you expecting to go one better and get a podium for real this time? You want to challenge for the win? What is your position today?
My aim is to finish the race, because it's one of the worst tracks, one of my worst tracks. I haven't really got an aim. I just want a finishing position. I just want to finish the race, to be honest.
And you're already deciding on what strategy you're going to go for, or you're just going to take it as it comes and hope for the best?
Well, I'm going for the one stop, starting on the medium tyres, because 2 stop is not quick enough around here. So
yeah, I've noticed that quite a lot when I was racing here as well. So who would you say is your biggest rival tonight in challenging for a podium tonight, or even points?
Well, I don't know. I'd say Mark Espy is probably my rival for now, but we have to see what the race holds.
Okay, thank you for joining us in the grid walk, Nick, and good luck with your race tonight.
Thank you.
And I'll hand over to
Hello.
Liam. I'll hand over to Liam for all else
he's
good
back.
timing. I'll hand over
That was perfect timing.
That was perfect timing. I'll hand over to Liam to interview Odems.
Okay, so Odems, you've said quite a bit recently that you're very fond of Bahrain. So what kind of result are you hoping for around here?
I just want to win. Nothing else really. I just think this is one of my best chances of the entire season to win the race, and that's what I'm after.
Fair enough then. And what do you think is the best strategy for this track then?
I think that mediums to hards obviously is pretty much the only strategy. You can't really do anything else except the inverse. So yeah, mediums to hards. Just have to make sure you get your mediums lap hooked up.
Ah yeah. So who would you say is your biggest challenger for a race win tonight?
I mean, Lewis. I believe he's racing.
He's not in the lobby
he
yet.
in the lobby?
But no, he's not in the lobby yet.
If he is in the lobby, then yeah, it's definitely him who's my biggest threat. He's just unreal on this game. If not Lewis, then I imagine Wayne would be up there.
Or me. Or me.
Respect.
Can't forget me.
Maybe Nick
Well,
as well.
maybe, you
Yeah.
never know. You never know.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. Unless, Jess, you have any questions you'd like to ask Odens?
And also, since it's your first, obviously, because you weren't racing last week, and it's your first race race for the Prestige tier this season, is that going to put you at an advantage or disadvantage in terms of how you approach the season, do you think?
Nah, I think I do have a bit more of a fire under my belly because I missed the race, but I don't think I'm in any sort of advantage or disadvantage. I think it's a pretty even slate, and yeah, we have like 20 races left, so yeah, no advantage or disadvantage.
I've got to say, I do love Odens' enthusiasm when it comes to racing. I really do love how confident he is.
I mean,
It's a good thing to be. Confidence is a great thing to have.
You
so-
can't have too much confidence, though, Liam, but
That's true. That's true. It's true. But confidence is a very good thing to have. I think Odins has it in spades.
yeah, and he's been looking very strong, I must say. And I think that's all the questions we've got, unless you have any more, Liam.
No, I don't think I have any more questions.
Okay, and
Um,
so that
best of luck to you.
thanks.
Best of luck to you for the race, and let's see how it ends.
Yep. See you guys.
See ya.
okay, so that is our grid walk done as the drivers are getting ready to go for the race. As both of them are just left, which is good timing there. So yeah, this circuit's been holding races since 2004, and it's been a night race since 2014. And I love this track, commentating on it, but it's a very different story when it comes to the racing, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. It's definitely one of the trickiest tracks on the calendar to get right, but in one hub it certainly puts on some amazing performances, Bahrain. Just looking back on some of the previous races tonight, they've been absolutely amazing.
Yes, I think most of them have been pretty good. In particular, the last few laps as well. It was and precision especially, and the first few laps in podium. That was just like, oh my god, that was very tense. But there we go.
Yeah.
As Liam had a good experience at, 'cause you were racing in podium earlier on, weren't you?
Yep, I had a decent race, got some solid points on the board, but hey, well, not my best track, but certainly great to have an amazing battle with other drivers out on the track.
And we almost have a full grid, which is better than last week. Last week we've only had 14. This week I think we're only missing one driver, which is what we expected anyway. There's Lakeith who can't make it tonight. So I think we have we have everyone that we're expecting.
19 drivers.
So I think
19 drivers. So let's hope they put on an even better show than some of the other races tonight.
yeah, I'm expecting a good one, I think. And I think this is a tier as well where we could see very bold strategies, I must say, in terms of if they want to do 2-stop or 1-stop. But it depends if they're right at the front as well. But like we're saying, most people are going to do, I think, medium to hard. Soft are just non-existent on this track.
Depending on what happens in the race, we could see it either really close or really bunched up. So we could see people 2-stopping to get the fastest lap, possibly.
Yes, in particular in the bottom as well. And in particular, in one hub is the only leader that's doing this. Both the guy, which is 1st to 10th, and 11th downwards, they both get fastest lap. So it doesn't matter where you are, as long as if you're in that period and you get fastest lap in that time, then you will get fastest lap and you'll get the extra point, which is what we saw last week. You don't necessarily have to be fighting for the points. If you want to get fastest lap and still want to guarantee a point, you want to get it that way. And I think one advantage on this track as well, you're almost certain that it isn't going to rain unless it's a monsoon. So, oh wait, is there rain?
No, it's dry on my screen.
Oh, very strange.
Yeah,
Or it might be just a screen.
There's a Red Bull and Mark out on coming out.
Oh right, okay. I thought I saw rain, but it was a reflection on the screen. So there we go. Yeah, I do see. I think I
Yep,
saw.
Odems is out. Odems is on his way out. So is Owen. Looks like Odems and Owen are out at the moment.
And I think Onyx is out there as well in the Williams. As
Yeah, we've got Wayne out as well, along with AJ and Louis as well.
okay, so quite a mixture of tyres. I'm quite surprised most people are going on the soft, because I thought they were going to do mediums to hards, but they've been proved wrong. But I guess people don't want to give away their strategy too much, as like we said earlier, a lot of people don't like Bahrain racing-wise, and points, I think, is what's on most people's mind anyway. As I'll probably go on board with Odems as he goes on a lap soon, because we want to see how he does. He looks very good in practice.
Who's looking to be the first across the line?
That's the
I'll
thing.
go on
Oh,
board
wait,
with.
it is. Yeah, it's probably him as well. He's right in front of him, so we could go on board with him, potentially, as well. Because we could go on board. Is there anyone in front of them, though? I'm seeing.
Odems looks to be the first one across the line.
Yep, so, as he just hit the bollard, hopefully that hasn't cost him a chance to get a lap in.
I don't think so. Well, I haven't seen anything come up saying invalidated laps, so it looks like most of the drivers are coming out to set a banker on soft and then going to try and improve on either the hards or the mediums.
Possibly the mediums, I think. So anyway, as let's go on board with Odems as he starts his lap, as he goes on to the new DRS straight of turn 3 and 4, which was installed this season, as he just goes past it right now, goes to the left-hand curb a little bit, then goes to a long S section of turn 5, 6 and 7 before approaching turn 8, which is tricky to get right. You're going to go to the left-hand side here, and then all the way to the right to go through turn 9 and a very tricky turn 10 and 11. You just got to brake very early there, because otherwise you will lose it. You got a yellow flag in sector 2. Not sure quite what's happened there, but I'll just still.
Someone's going slowly.
Someone's going slowly, probably. Yeah, as Odems has just passed the DRS, the second DRS straight of the lap. Then, as he just goes past turn 12, we've seen a few other people bottle it at this corner tonight, and in other races I've seen. So potentially we could see those go up as well. And on the back straight he comes now, gets the power in very quickly here. It looks like a good lap, actually. It looks a good lap as he goes towards the start-finish straight. Is he gonna? He's gonna be the first one to cross the line.
26.7.
Wow, that is a good lap to start. Oh, that's invalidated. That's invalidated.
Oh.
I think.
So he might have gone wide then.
Oh no, it was the. I think he must have cut it in the final corner in the out lap, because if you do that in the out lap, you will get invalidated on the next lap. So that's probably what he's done. But that
It might have been an accidental track extend on the final corner.
I think quite a few people have done that. As we've got
As Matt's fastest with a 28.5 on hards, and Samsung goes just under 5 times quicker.
Yes, there's quite a few people saying banker lap times in the hards. Is that what we're expecting? I think Matt Tibos is on his out lap as well. ILRT Louis is on a lap right now. He wasn't here last week, don't forget. He was at the pre-season race and he absolutely dominated that race. So he could possibly be one to watch again. He's mega quick on this game. In most league races I've seen, he has done very well. And he's particularly good on this track as well. So
Yellow flags in sector 2.
Yellow flags is probably people moving out of the way. So I think we're going to ignore the yellow flags for now unless we see someone completely bottle it. As I think Louis is going to get a tow from Matt Tibos. Oh, that was close. Luckily, Matt Tibos just moved out the way just in time there. As
was upset at 28.6 on softs, so that looks to be a banker from him.
Yep, that's definitely a banker. I know Blizzard can go way faster than that. As Louis is going into the pits, he must have been validated somewhere. And I do believe, because Brett wasn't here last week, due to the incident he had in the pre-season, he does get minus points to start the season for him, because it's not going to be good. And he's got a quali ban, but yeah, he's got a quali ban, but obviously he's going on an out lap just so he can get his setup on, because there has been some glitches where the setup doesn't save if you retire the car. So yes, he's already starting the Bahrain Grand Prix with a huge disadvantage, but you shouldn't really spin and do donuts like that, because it's a serious penalty that has been given out this season. And yeah, he's going to start right at the back of the grid.
Well, maybe that could give him the advantage of fresher tyres for those in the top 10, possibly. I think that's going to be an advantage for those outside the top 10, is going to be those fresh tyres to push on.
In particular, if they're on the mediums as well, because they can go on a few laps later as well, especially around this track where it's tyre degradation. It reminds me of Singapore as well, where it's something similar as well. No one is making their move onto the mediums yet, but obviously they just want to get a feel for the track at the moment, and quite a few people haven't even set a lap yet. So Mark Espy is on one now.
I think the early qualifying is just going to be people adjusting to the track, getting used to how it feels, and then later on, with like 5 or so minutes to go, we'll start seeing people coming out on the mediums to set their final flying laps.
Yeah, I think so as well. So, because that's what I would do anyway, because otherwise, you don't have many mediums to use. You only have one mediums. I think the most tyres you'll have is the softs. So you really got to make your medium one count. So saying a few laps on the softs, the hards isn't too bad. As Mark said, is a first lap on the hards, a 1:28.3. That's pretty decent. Now, I know on the mediums, if they set their best lap on the mediums, I saw someone in one league, I think, do a 1:27.2 or 1:27.1. I haven't seen what the pinnacle tier was like.
I'm not sure, but I think they were probably the low 27s.
Yeah, so
I think it was Raikkonen with a 27.3.
Yeah, it was Raikkonen with a 1:27.3, but we could see higher tonight. Onyx is on the lap now. He's going past no, he's not. He's on ERS mode 0. Never mind.
Owen Wyatt is on a flying lap, I think. He's coming through the last corner. I don't know if he's invalidated or not, but we'll find out as he comes across the line.
5th place.
28.5, which puts...
So that's 5th place for it on the hards, which is a good banker lap for him. That's his first lap because his last lap got invalidated. And I think Louis is going to have another go as well, setting a lap as well.
Possibly. Is he on a flying lap just now, or is he just on an out lap?
No, he's on an out lap.
Out lap, yeah.
And some reason Brett is still out. Some reason Brett's still out, even though he's not meant to be. But there you go.
I think he's gone for another banker install lap just to make sure his setup's on.
Yeah.
Just getting used to the track.
That's what I would do if I was.
As long as he doesn't set a time, I think he should be okay.
I don't know what will happen if he does set a time. You'll probably get a more serious penalty, but
yeah.
Because
I've seen it before, people going out just, even though they've got a quali ban, just go and run the track and then coming back in just to make sure they've got their setup loaded and they're ready for the race.
Yeah, no, I think no one else has had a quali ban so far this season in all the other tiers anyway. As Jake...
I think Josh and Ian got
in precision.
A quali ban
in precision. Right, J-Tech comes across the line. Nope, he is invalidated as well.
Invalidated. I
I'm
think
quite
Onyx
shocked.
is on a lap.
Louis should set a lap, but that's definitely not representative of his time. So is Odems as well.
Yeah, I think they're both just setting their bankers, getting used to just preparing for their flying lap.
They're probably sandbagging. They're probably sandbagging.
Yeah.
They don't want to give away the true pace to everyone else. But I think looking at the hard tyres, let me just go to leader a minute. The top 13 separated by a second. So apart from Max, who's on the medium. So actually no. Blizzard set his banker time on the soft. Everybody else set their banker time on the hard. So I think we got a closer grid than we would expected. But again, more people have turned up today. And obviously AJ, and also we got a new driver in Prestige today. We've got AJ, who is replacing, I forgot who he was replacing in the Haas, but he was replacing someone in the Haas anyway. So welcome to him to OneHubRacing, and I hope he does a good job. last week's race winner, Rain, is on a lap. So, and again, I think it's his banker lap as well. Yes, it is.
Yeah, he's done a 4 seconds off the leader with a 32.0. So yeah, that's just a banker.
Yeah, they want to see how far those halves are, and actually they want to see if their setup is good as well. Paris getting a good job.
Louis goes fastest with a 27.6 basically in the McLaren.
20.
So
What?
he's
On the
not
hards.
sandbagging anymore.
He is
He's not sandbagging anymore.
Well, if he said that.
That's only like, that's just under 3 tenths off pole and pinnacle.
Wow. So if he set that lap time on the hards, I'm sure he's going to be even faster than that on the mediums and the softs. Because the delta's about 5 tenths, I think. So he could be in.
I think it's about 5-6 tenths the gap, the time difference between the hards and the mediums.
Yeah. So Louis looking very strong as I predicted. As we've got yellow flag as people moving out the way. And Blizzard, I think, is on a lap as well. Let me just go back to fit. Oh, it's Blizzard. There's a lot of people doing saves today. And we did see last season, not last season, but the season before, Blizzard and Julian having a scrap in the desert, which I think was probably the battle of OneHub history, I think, I've got to say, which you can find on the OneHub channel, which is featured there. And it was brilliant. I think it was my first ever OneHub race I actually watched. And I discovered, I was like, oh, what's this league? What's this league? And I discovered this tier. And there was a battle between Julian and Blizzard. So, yeah, that was how I discovered OneHub, was that battle. So, yeah.
Well, that's one hell of a way to be introduced to OneHub.
Exactly. And it was
a battle
a
for the ages between two of the fastest drivers on the game.
Yeah, we haven't seen much. Well, Blizzard, I think, is taking a while to get used to the game.
Adjust.
But to adjust. But there's some tracks where he's very good, where he's getting better at it. He's going back to his old self. Where there's some tracks, especially I think Australia, where he finished. I can't remember where he finished actually. 10th. So he just got a point. So, but the point's a point. So actually no, 9th. I don't know. It is hard. Yeah, no, it is 10th. It is 10th. Yeah, that I think Bahrain will show is much better.
It's a bit so he's been a bit hot and cold on F1 2019 compared to 2018, where he was one of the most dominant drivers.
Yeah, I must say. Hopefully you can see an improvement. We got Midnight, who's on a. No, he's not on the fly. He's going into the pits. Everyone is going into the pits now. I think the only people on who is meant to settle up is Louis, but is he going out again? I think he's going out again. No, he might be going to the pits. He's been on those tyres for quite a bit. Yeah,
4 minutes left in the session. I think we'll start seeing people coming in and waiting till about 3 minutes left, and then they'll start coming out on the mediums.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a bit of a lull moment until everyone goes out. Paris has just come out, actually.
There's a Renault coming out.
Paris was the first to come out.
Comes out.
Matt is coming out as well. And everyone has fitted the mediums, apart from, obviously, Louis and Midnight. But again, those two have just came into the pits. So they'll probably choose to go on the mediums. No one on the softs. No one's taking that gamble. I thought Odems was going to take that gamble, but obviously not. Because I thought the...
No, I think he's playing it safe and going for the best strategy, the obvious strategy, because with the softs you'll end up as a sitting duck on like lap 6, 5-ish.
Yeah.
The softs aren't really good for a one stop or long runs. You're better off with the mediums or the hards.
As we got a yellow flag in sets 2, there's probably people moving out of the way. Everyone's going out on their out laps now, and. Yep. I think
this is going to be tough to keep up.
Yeah, it is going to be difficult, but luckily I'm not on my own. Luckily.
Yep. Samster looks pretty. Samster's on his way out.
Yep, he's on his way out in the other Renault. Luckily, I think for one week only, one advantage is you get 2 commentators, so you get double the fun and you get more of a chance to see battles as well. Even though Alex does a very good job in capturing the battles from Prestige, I don't know how he does it. I struggle to do that on my own, so I'm quite lucky to have you.
Looks to be at the Toro Rosso of Lewis, maybe the first to cross the line.
Yeah.
Start his lap.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Shall we take you, Blair, do you want to take us on board this lap?
Sure. Just switch cameras. This comes into turn 1 and turn 2. Opens the DRS down towards turn 4. Brakes about 100 metres to go, into the right hander, nice and wide on the exit. Into the S section of turn 5, 6 and 7.
Oh,
he's lost the back end, he's gone.
Oh my god, that was a...
Lewis is gone.
So that's one Toro Rosso driver out, and I think that's him going to definitely start. But he's 13th, so he's not going to start way at the back at the moment, unless... but I know Odems and Wayne are going to improve anyway. So...
Then the next driver that's going to be the closest to first to cross the line is Matt FMG.
He's gone past
Comes
DRS.
into the left-hander at the end of the second DRS straight. Through the long right-hander.
Let's just see how far... Oh,
Brakes,
2 temps. He's 2 temps faster in that sector. Oh, and he's
Nice
gone
and
wide.
wide on exit. Get away with that.
As he goes towards the final corner now. He's got a bit of a yellow
Not
flag
as
as
wide as other
well.
people.
Nope, he's doing pretty
Not as
good.
wide as some others, yeah. Comes across the line, it's a 28-0.
Fourth place.
Fourth with that.
Onyx improved as well to P3. Wayne.
Wayne goes past
There
this
we
with a
go.
27.5.
That is Wayne's
What
pace.
about Odems?
Odems wet. I'm surprised
Odems is a bit across the line.
He's improving. Oh, he's on pole at the moment.
He's on pole for 27-0.
I think that's going to
We
be...
maybe expect. I think that could be it, or is he going once more?
No, he's not. He has got his ERS mode up. No, he's not going for another lap, surely. Actually, he might be.
No, he's not.
Unless...
Maybe.
Or he might give... Oh, wait. Oh, nope, he's giving Blizzard a toe. I'm sure he's giving Blizzard...
the toe.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's giving Blizzard the toe.
And I don't think Wayne's having to go either.
I think Louis on a lap. Appears to be 2 tenths up per sector.
Yep, so he's looking to improve. He's 5 temps
Into
down at
the
the
left-hander
moment.
at turn 10. Nice through there. Nice and tidy. Onto the back DRS straight. Into the left-hander at turn 11. Just missing the curb. Up into the long right-hander. Braking.
Oh.
Just missing the inside curb. Nice and wide on exit.
I'm just seeing actually if anyone else go across the line before. No, they're not. Let's just go stay on board. Mark SB P3.
Oh.
Where did that lap come from?
Incredible.
Pretty good. Louis can come across the line
Here comes
now.
Louis though.
This could be it. Yes, it is.
26.5.
Wow.
I think Odems has got some competition today.
Yep, I think it's going to be Louis versus Odems. Unless Wayne can do any... Actually, no, Wayne is down in SIP. He's in the pits.
Has anyone yet to cross the line?
Samster.
Samster's yet to cross the line. BRT Midnight's he got to cross the line still.
Oh, there's a bit of a bump from Samster there as J-Tex.
Opens the DRS.
J-Tex P3.
27 dead. P4, J-Tex P3.
That's it.
200ths of a second.
Oh, that was
second
close.
between P3 and P4.
I think what helped with Samster was the toe as well, was from J-Tex.
The top 10 separated by a second, basically.
Wow. And P11 and 12 not that far behind of 10th either. So
Yeah,
2 temps
just over
actually.
10 to P11, yeah, 2 times to P12.
Top 14 close as well. And the Bahrain star Blizzard up and down in P16th. But again, he takes a while to adjust to this game. So, right. That was a good qualifying. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It got pretty intense towards the end as I was hoping it to be. So, let's go through the standings. Louis on pole by 4 tenths. That is a massive
What an
margin.
absolutely amazing lap from Louis there.
Yeah.
Odem second with another and a really amazing lap. And look at the gap between Odem's to Samster. Look at how
Wow.
close that is.
I think we could see a battle between Jacotex and Samster as well. But let's go through the order quickly. Onyx 5th, Matt 6th, Midnight 7th, Matt 8th, Mark 9th, Wayne 10th. And then we've got Owen, Kian, AJ, Nick, Shapalili, Blizzard, Paris and Lewis. With Brett Stepp serving as quali ban and starting from the back of the grid. So I wonder, will the guys outside the top 10 decide to go on the hards, or will they stick to the medium tyres?
That's a tough one. I think the mediums are the best bets at the start, but if you've got the pace and you can stick with the hards, I say go for it and just and you could be a lot quicker at the end on those fresh mediums. I'm pushing against to catch those old hard tyres.
Yep. So we are about to get ready then, with everyone getting their strategy. Oh. Have they been told to ready up? Because the coordinator hasn't readied up. That could be.
Uh-oh. That could be.
That could be penalties going people's way. Unless, yeah.
I think it's usually just the guy who readies up first that gets. Whoever readies up first before the tier coordinator gets the penalty, I believe.
Oh, right, okay. And I didn't see who it was.
Louis leads us off for the formation lap.
So, we are about to, I'll just get the tyre strategy quickly. So, we've got everyone on the mediums from first down to P13, as well as Shapalili in P15, Paris in 17th, Lewis in 18th, and Brettster in 19th. The only people on the hards is Nick and Blizzard. So...
Well, they look to be taking the chance on the hards and seeing if it'll pay off for them later in the race.
It does take
Be
a while.
slower than the mediums at the start, but they will be a lot quicker come the end of the race.
Yeah, it does take a while, I must say, to get the tyres warmed up on the halves especially. So Nick and Blizz are going to have a hard time, but they're going to have some good stints towards the start, I must say. And I think it's probably going to be the closest race in Prestige we've seen in a while, so I'm quite much looking forward to it. And if you just joined us from the Pinnacle tier, welcome to the Prestige tier. And we have Louis on pole and Odems in P2. Who's your thoughts in the win of this race? It's going to be close between the top three. And also Wayne possibly as well, if he can get his game up.
I think it'll be between the top four really for the race win. Louis on pole, so I could see him maybe get jumped into turn 4 depending on how well Odems does off the start and off of turn 1 and 2, 1s 2 and 3.
Yeah, potentially. And this is where people could lose it as well. But turn 3 and 4 is definitely a DRS fest as well. But we've seen...
Yeah. You see quite a few DRS trains forming on this track. Quite a few of DRS trains. They're just pulling each other along with the DRS.
As we're waiting for the last...
as Louis lines up in his grid spot, waiting for the rest of the field to line up behind him.
Yep, Brett is going to be the last person to cross the line. As we're about to start the 5 red lights.
Brett just pulling into his grid slot now.
Right, okay.
Okay, here we go.
So we're about to get underway. The 5 red lights are about to come on your screen right now. Hopefully we'll get a good camera shot. There we go. So we've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights here in the Prestige tier in Bahrain. And we are underway. And it is Louis that's got a very good start on the line.
Covers off Odems. Odems is going to try it around the outside into turn 1. Cuts back.
Oh.
It's a cut back. We've got a Ferrari on his inside.
Oh, we've got...
Jacotex is up to 3rd. Santos down to 5th. Onyx up to 4.
We've got massive changes so far. We've got a few gainers, a few losses.
Onyx up to 3rd now.
Onyx up into 3rd. Yap as well as Jake.
As he goes trying to go around the outside of Jacotex and not turn to the inside for this corner. He looks to have the move done.
Yep, he does. Up into third as we got the Jacob Tex is still not giving up on him. It's been a really chaotic start, but some good battles already, and I think Louis managing to hold on by the skin of his teeth onto that position and already pulling away. It's a great job from him. So at the moment it's Louis first.
We've got a lot of position gains at the bottom of the grid as Brewster moves up to 14th, AJ up to 15th. Both Haas cars off to a decent start.
I think Lewis has gained quite a bit as well. As Redster and AJ. As one of them tries to go around the outside. As good move from AJ there. Wow.
It goes wide. One of the Haas gone.
Oh, no,
AJ's gone.
Oh, AJ's out. Oh, I jinxed it. I jinxed it. Typical.
How unfortunate on your OneHub debut.
Meanwhile, we just seen a battle for P8 as Owen dived around the inside of the guys ahead, and he's up into P8 already. So he's made a good start so far this race.
Blizzard on the back of Midnight.
As well, Blizzard up into 9th as well. Him still fighting on ahead of him as well.
And he's into P9.
And we've already got our
good
5
start
seconds.
for Blizzard on the hards.
Yep, and he could be one to watch, you know. But we'll see. We've got Paris and Midnight having a scrap at the back with the McLaren of Kian. I think that's how you say his name. I'm rubbish at names, but luckily I'm only doing this once.
I'm not much better either.
I'm only doing this once, so.
I don't know. I may get another chance in the future. I don't know.
You never know. But anyway, we have got the DRS will be in
Jacob
Edge soon.
On 310 Savonix.
We will see the next lap as well, the DRS come into play, so potentially we may see some moves here next lap if they can, if they're still that close.
I think we could see some moves coming on the start-finish straight, depending on how well people do off that final corner.
We shall see as
Samster goes wide.
Yeah, I saw Samster go very wide there. Not as wide as I thought I was going to be. As we got Wayne and Matt Tibos having a scrap for 6th place. Wayne goes to the inside and does he take the exit? Yes, he does. What a move from VSR Raid. He's up into 6th place, but Matt Tibos is going to challenge once again. He's going to take the outside. Wayne just holds on.
We've got Samster on the inside, possibly.
No, not quite. As Wayne, I think, holds on to P6. Wayne holds on to P6 only just.
Mark Espy's up to 13th, got past Brewster. It's up the inside into 1.
Massive changes there.
AJ's left session. How unfortunate for him on his debut.
It is a shame, really, but hopefully he can come back next week stronger than ever. As
you never know, he could be. I think he'll do well next week in China.
He will.
Best of luck to him in the future.
As Brewster right on the back of Luis de Toro Rosso, looking very racy as well, going past turn 5. He's gone wide again. Oh, that was almost a mistake than what we saw AJ did earlier. We didn't want to repeat of that, I must say. But luckily
that's almost like what Lewis did in qualifying, lost it through the S section.
Yeah.
The DRS comes into play now. Let's go and see what's going on at the front. Odin's hovering around with 6 or 7 tenths of Louis in front, about just under 2 seconds clear of Onyx. So these two look to be pulling away a little bit.
I think it will come down to, the undercut potentially, if Odin wants to get that undercut. Yellow flag set to 2. Ooh, who could that be? I did see someone go, it might be Chapalili actually, I don't know, but
Odin's closing. I don't think he's close enough to have a go at
no, he was trying.
No, he's being patient. He's going to be patient and wait for the DRS up to turn 4.
I think he's going to try in turn 4.
4 times separate them, yeah.
He's going to try turn 4. No, he's not. He's backing out.
Not quite close enough, but we've got Jacob X and Onyx going side by side. Onyx on the inside. Jacob X holding it on the outside. It goes side by side into the S section. Onyx looks to go around the outside and keeps the position. Samster looking quite racy behind them both.
I'm liking Samster's racecraft at the moment. He said he's quite strong here as well. So I think he's one of the early ones along with Odem.
He's really close to the back. Samster's close to the back of Jacotex and Onyx. I wouldn't be surprised if those two make any mistakes. He'll pounce and take that opportunity. maybe get a podium tonight.
We can see a lot of people being chanced at the podium
Oh,
if
his
it's that
Jake goes a
close.
little wide.
Ooh.
Start putting back into the clutches of Samstar, not quite.
I think Jaketex is going to stay fourth for now, but that means Samster's going to be catching up to these like a
Right.
hawk. Wayne as well. Look how Wayne is closing up. 7 tenths.
Yeah, just Jaketex and Onyx battling is allowing everyone to catch up, everyone behind to catch up right onto the tail. Jaketex is going to look for the move into turn 1 on the brakes, up the inside.
There he
Looks to have the
goes.
move done, but Onyx might have DRS up into turn 4, so he could have another go at him.
He's going for it. He's going
not
for
quite
it.
close
No.
enough. It's not quite close enough into turn 4.
And I think you can tell he backed out because he changed his
Oh,
DRS.
Odems is.
Oh,
Odems got quite close to the back of.
That was
He's
close.
getting close to the back of Louis.
That was almost a
Think we
bottle
could
from
have a-
Odems. I was hoping it wasn't going to be.
I've got faith in him. I think he'll do
I have
it.
faith in him. No. Don't jinx him. Don't jinx him. I'm going to get absolutely slaughtered in the chat, in any chat tonight if I say anything to jinx Odem. So, not going to say it. And
Chapelet gets a 5-second penalty
out.
and he's gone.
He's,
what happened? He
just retired from the pit lane. He just got a second penalty. Just like, that's it. I don't want to race any. But he retired at the best place, I must say. And that means that's going to be.
It's probably best to retire in the pits so you're not in anybody's way.
And you're not.
Odems looks to be within that perfect window to get past with DRS into turn 1.
Yep, as Odems is very
Here he
racy.
goes, fastest lap, and he's up the inside of Louis.
What a move from Odems. But Louis is going to have a chance to go back. He's going to go around the outside potentially. No, not quite. Louis is on 0 ERS and still trying to see if he can catch him. But always
Not quite. No. Odems keeps the lead into turn 4.
Meanwhile, Onyx and Jaketex are fighting.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, there's battles going everywhere.
These two seem to be inseparable so far tonight. Look how close it is from Onyx to Wayne. Look, you could fit all 4 cars into the same camera shot.
I know, and I think the last time I've seen Jaketex really start to battle for most of the race was Germany in season 13 in Prestige. My, he was brilliant there. He's looking brilliant now. You know, he's looking very impressive, and so is Onyx as well. As Onyx got P2 last week, and I can't remember, but he might have dropped down a place due to Paris getting his penalties removed, but he's got a podium anyway.
Louis 2 tenths behind Odems going into the final corner.
I think they're gonna switch positions every lap at this rate if they keep this up.
I think so.
But I think
Louis got close enough where he should be able to get ahead of Odems before the corner, maybe. Yeah.
Yep, he got way up before that.
Odems still in prime position for a possible cutback and to get the DRS at the turn 4. Here we go, 2 tenths between them. Odems coming at Louis. Louis goes defensive. Not moving back across. Nope, nothing happened yet.
He was on 1 for a minute in ERS and then he decided to back out. He's got plenty of ERS to play with, so maybe he wants to challenge in the second ERS. They're pretty much the same. They're neck and neck on ERS, so game on for those two, I must say, for the win. But and I think so is Jaketex and Onyx.
Jaketex sitting pretty 4 tenths behind on it. Possibly see it going a turn 11 maybe at the end of the straight.
Maybe, and look at the Renault Rain. Oh, look at this train! From like
I know, what do I say about the DRS trains?
And Onyx is leading the train. It's from like 4th down to 10th? No, 11th. 11th.
Oh my god, so what is that? Like 8 positions, just 8 cars within DRS of each other.
Oh, I like this. I like Bahrain as a track to commentate on, I must
Bahrain
say.
seems to put on some amazing races.
It's fun. It's fun to watch.
Blizzard is doing absolutely brilliantly on those
Yeah.
hard sitting in 8.
Yeah, but I think probably either a few laps earlier or I think a lap before he just got past Owen. So, yeah, doing very brilliant on those hards. So,
Louis set the fastest lap of the race.
don't forget that you get 2 people get fast lap point today. One that is finishing in the top 10 and then one outside the top 10. So let me just check quickly. Who's getting outside the top 10 at the moment? At the moment, it is midnight at the moment for outside the top 10. Inside the top 10, it's Louis. So, at the moment, those are the 2 that are going to get the fastest lap point. And we've got Owen looking very racy behind Blizzard as well. And Odem's looking racy. Oh, it's hard to figure out who to follow here, really.
I know, because at one end you've got Odems and Louis battling for the lead, and then down the field you've got this massive DRS train who's squabbling for position and changing left, right, and centre.
It's crazy.
Which is just insane.
I think Blizzard, if he pulls this off, he could challenge possibly for top 5, even a podium.
I think Blizzard could be on for a podium if he keeps this up and keeps those tyres in good nick. As they're now weaving down the straight to try and break the slipstream desperately.
Which you are allowed to do on this game. Oh, Wayne is very close to Samster. Oh my
Wayne's
god.
gotten past him, it looks like. Wayne's past.
And Odems has got past Louis. Odems has got past Louis. Oh, let's jump to that quick.
Hell, this is impossible to keep up with.
This is hard.
Could Louis have a go? No, not quite close enough.
Wait.
He's going for it.
But he hasn't gone. Let's jump back to Wayne.
Sansa's back ahead, Sansa's back through, my goodness. We're going into the air section.
Here comes Wayne, he
Sansa
goes to the
should
outside.
take it, yep, Sansa's got it, but he's going to have to go defensive to keep Wayne behind.
So Sam's upper step stays in P5, but Wayne's possibly going to challenge in a DRS straight coming up soon as well. And
Jake Tex and Onyx appear to have pulled a little gap because of that battle.
I think they are glad that the battle behind was happening, to be honest, because otherwise they would have still been stuck in that train.
They'll be the ones under pressure, yeah.
So this could be potential to be some very good racing coming up. We're already on lap 9. And
I know, this race seems to be flying on by.
Yeah, this is crazy. We've seen how the other races were so far tonight, and from what I've heard, they were incredible. This is just next level. Hashtag next level racing. I actually
see this is why OneHub is just amazing when it comes to racing. Just look at this.
Here comes Wayne.
It's like a perfect advertisement for the league.
Here comes Wayne around the outside.
Up the inside.
Inside, sorry.
Sansa's hold it, but is he going to have a go with the DRS? Yes, he is. Here he comes. Up the inside. Nope. He fakes twice and backs out, and Wayne's being patient for now.
I'm just seeing if there's any. I don't know, because it's really hard to decide.
Lewis has got part. Nope, Lewis and Mark Espy are going at it, looks like, for P13.
I think, apart from the guys who are retired, we're seeing some very good racing from this prestige tier tonight.
But Lewis and Espy appear to be swapping positions like every corner at this rate. As he's going, Espy's going to try and go around the outside into turn 10.
Oh, they touched almost.
Almost. Does he get the switch back?
Mark, he's going to get the better run. He's going to get the better run, surely, here.
Yeah.
He's going to try.
Not got DRS.
Oh, no, he doesn't. But
he's going to go for it.
He does. Lewis holds on.
Not quite. Maybe his DRS has failed. I don't know. Maybe.
I've experienced that in a Bahrain race before, where my DRS was broken.
That happened to me earlier tonight. At the end of my first stint, my DRS just stopped. But I think it fixes when you come into the pits.
We have our first pitters. We have Louis and Onyx. So Louis hoping for the undercut, and so is Onyx as well. Lewis in the pits as well, and Mark follows right behind him. So I'm just going to check to see what tyres they're going on. Louis
going
and
on
Onyx on the
hards.
hards, yeah, as we were expecting. So I think Odems has got to respond for that. He's got to produce the biggest...
Odems is going to have the foot down this lap, knowing that Louis is in. He's going to have his foot hard to the floor
He's got
to
to
make sure he keeps that first place.
Yep, he's got to make sure he produces the best in-lap of his life to make sure he stays ahead. But I wonder how the guys up... Oh my god. I think the train is increasing again as I think Jacotex is falling away. Jacotex is falling away. He could weave easy. But Samster, he's in trouble for Wayne. And Matt Tibos is also having fun with this as well. Blizzard is in there. Owen's in there. Paris is in there. And so is Midnight. Oh my word. I think...
It doesn't get any better than this.
It's amazing, isn't it? That's why qualifying night is so good. Qualifying night is so good. You see everyone's true pace, and you can see why they deserve to be there. Everyone in this tier who is racing at the moment, they deserve to be there. As everyone is...
Got more people in the pits. Jacotex in, Odem's in.
Right, let's
Wayne's
go on board
Samster's
with...
in.
Where is Louis? Louis is going towards the final corner.
Final corner, where's Odems?
Odems, that's the crucial thing. Odems is going on the pit exit. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, Odems just takes it.
Odems just keeps it. I think Lou's going to have the better run though. Coming up to turn 4, Odems is going to have to defend for his life here.
He's going to be on newer tyres as well.
That inside line.
Odems going to be on newer tyres, but Louis... Oh, huge respect to Odems. Oh, Louis gone wide. Louis gone wide. So I think that's position to net leader to VSR Marquez Odems, as we like to call it. So Odems is your net leader at the moment with Louis in P2 and Onyx a net P3 right now.
Owen's within 4/10 of Blizzard at the moment, but I think he might be coming in this lap.
Yeah, I think lap 12. I think potential
lap 12
is the ideal.
Yeah, lap 12 is ideal pit stop window for the mediums. Maybe lap 13 if your tyre was good enough.
Looks like Owen's managing his tyres quite well, as he's still managed to keep up with Blizzard anyway.
Blizzard's pulling away now though.
Yep. Will that be a sign? Yep, he's getting up.
I think that's,
that's pit.
Slow coming into the pit.
So is Paris, so is Midnight.
Okay, so...
Are they on similar strategies? This is crazy.
Brebster's still going on his mediums.
He'll be probably pitting soon as well, as Matt Tibos and Brebster are going at it. And it'll be interesting to see how... Oh, that was close between Paris and Midnight.
Fourth, because he's on the reverse strategy on his cards.
Yeah, Nick's doing very well as well, to be fair. So, in 4th place, managing on those hard tyres, but again, still up to pit.
We have Louis.
Louis is very close to Odems again.
Oh, here we go again.
How many rounds is this? Is this like round number 6, 7, 8?
I've lost count at this point.
Me too.
This is like Jacotex and Samster and Onyx. They seem to be inseparable.
Yeah, very true. As
Odems gets a better exit.
He gets better exit as well.
Gets a good exit.
How about Onyx and Jacotex? What could Jacotex do? Again, Onyx getting the better exit. And I don't think anyone else. Maybe let's just jump border with Paris as well. Nope, he's Midnight's just getting the better straight line speed there. So...
We're sitting right up Odem's gearbox.
Yes, let me just go on board with him quickly. There we go.
Straight towards the final corner. 2.5 tenths separate them. Through the final corner, Odem's looks to have a slightly better exit again.
He was almost doing a dummy there.
A good exit off that final corner.
As Louis trying to get a better run as well.
Because defensive, Louis trying to go around the outside. He's got a bit too deep into turn 1.
Which almost ended in failure for I think both of them. As Jacotex and Onyx fighting as well in the background. Jacotex up into 3rd. Yeah, 3rd. It is hard to keep up. And Paris is up into, well, 10th on the track. I don't know what net position is, but we'll see.
Well, we've still got Nick to start. And if I just
And so
check
is Blizzard
the
as well.
interval
Blizzard to stop,
leader,
Matt to stop as well. And,
Paris is 25 seconds behind Blizzard at the moment.
and yes,
So he could be in a net P9, P8 possibly.
and yes, Jamie, you're not seeing things. Odems is in the net lead. He can't quite believe it, to be honest with you. Well, I'm not shocked because I know how good he is at Bahrain, but yeah. As I think Louis has dropped back a bit from Odems.
Louis dropped back to about 4 times here.
I think
A little
Odems.
bit further back than he was last lap.
I think what's helping Odems was him pitting a lap later than Louis. That's really helped
Yeah,
him, I
those
think.
fresh tires are helping him.
I think that's
Odems again gets the better exit. Odems sets the fastest lap.
1:36 on the hards. That's crazy. Will we see people
That's
at the bottom?
almost.
Will we
Yeah,
see
go on.
Blizzard? Will we see people on the hards possibly right at the bottom trying to go for fastest lap? Oh my word! Look at this. We've got Nick still trying to battle for position, even though he's on older tyres.
Onyx is past.
Yeah,
looks
Onyx
like,
goes past them.
And then Onyx is on his way to hunt down Jake Tech, it looks like.
Yeah, there he goes. As I think he's about 8 tenths behind now. Oh, Mark getting a
Mark Esther
penalty.
gets a 3-second time penalty.
So obviously we still got Nick and Blizzard to pit, but Blizzard I think still gonna be comfortably in a good points paying position anyway.
I think Blizzard will come in about lap 17-ish.
Yeah, that is what is expected
17,
anyway. Onyx I think gets the DRS, but still a bit further back.
Yeah, he's still about 9 tenths back.
I've seen some.
Louis is sitting just under 4 tenths behind the Odems. So the gap looks about the same, if not taller than the previous lap. As these two look to have another battle down the start-finish straight.
Louis is looking very
Louis
strong
gets a
here.
good exit this time. 2.5 tenths, I think he's got him.
And he's got fastest
Yep,
lap as
fastest
well.
lap.
Oh!
Oh, that could have ended badly, but
That could have ended in tears.
we've got two incredible drivers here.
Yes, that's why they're in a
Odems.
prestige tier, because of this. I think two of the strongest people in this tier in Bahrain fighting it out. It's just great to see, isn't it?
Yeah, this is just something else. I mean, it's great. It's great being there, driving it, being in the driving this, having a battle when you're driving. But to sit and
I would be
watch it
tense.
is something else.
I'll be tense if I was driving and I was in this battle, I must say. My heart would be racing.
It is a little bit tense, but it is really rewarding to have an amazing battle with another driver.
Yeah.
Just trying to hold on to that position
So,
on the edge of the performance, basically.
yeah, and I think if I get gap to leader again, I'm just going to see where Blizzard will come out.
Louis about.
Oh, he will probably get
Wow.
either 7th or 9th, 8th or 9th, I think. So
That's not too bad.
that won't be too bad for Blizzard, but he'll be on the mediums as well, so he'll possibly gain
You
even
can
more
push on with
positions.
those, yeah.
Yeah, and he probably will try and get fastest lap as well.
Odems 5 tenths behind
And
Louis on the
speaking
start
of
finish
mediums, Blizzard goes out of the pits. As Odems has
Lap
a
16.
better exit.
Louis up the inside, Odems is up the inside.
And he just gets
It's a
switched
decent-ish
back.
exit.
Wayne is
with the
looking
fastest
good.
lap.
Let's got ball with Wayne. He's not battling anyone at the moment, but he's been able to have
I
some
think
clean
he's
air.
just sitting there being patient, waiting for those two to battle so he can capitalise on an opportunity.
I think. Oh, so as I was saying, Blizzard was going to be in 7th place. Nick, I believe, in the pits as well. So as I was predicting, Blizzard in 7th, but I'm sure 6th place is going to be
sitting
his.
7 tenths behind Owen,
Yeah.
and Owen's looking to be right up Samsung's gearbox.
if Blizzard plays his cards right, he could be in P5.
I wouldn't be on doubt with Blizzard.
Yeah, but he's gonna wait for the best possible moment. I think he's not
I
gonna
think
take
he'll
any
wait for the start finish
chances.
straight.
He's not
He'll
gonna.
wait for the start finish straight and go for it there unless he gets the opportunity into the final corner. Because up here isn't really an overtaking opportunity. He's closing right up to the back of Owen. He's
This
right on the back of
Blizzard,
Sam.
that was almost a
Oh, he's
slide
had a
there.
bit-
That was a bit of a slide there. That lost a little
Sitting
bit of
3
time.
tenths behind.
Oh, and look at Louis on Odems. They're side by
my.
side going into turn
Oh,
one.
here we go.
Brace are getting a time penalty, but let's not worry about that. Louis gets the inside. There he goes, Louis in the lead.
How many times have these two swapped positions
I know.
now?
This is
'Cause
crazy. This is probably the...
we've got a battle for the ages, basically, at Bahrain.
And Blizzard gets past Owen, and Blizzard is having a battle with Samster as well. What is going on? There is one battle I'm seeing, and then there's another battle going on.
It's one battle and another. It's just non-stop action. The prestige tier. It's just constant.
The
These
race
are the
at
best drivers at OneHub
Yeah.
going after it.
Last week, the race of the week was Precision. Surely this week, it's got to go to Prestige. Surely.
I don't know. All of the races have been absolutely superb tonight.
Yeah.
Precision was mental again, but then again, this has been absolutely out of this world
It's
again.
going to be close.
Blizzard right on the back of Samster. Samster's going to be defending for his life here.
I think Matt
that
Tibos
Blizzard
is
doesn't get
catching
far.
into this train as well.
Yep, looks like he's sitting 5 tenths behind Owen. Paris is about a second and a half behind him.
I think that they haven't got any penalties either of them, so...
Midnight could be getting past Paris.
Yeah,
He's
and
right up
Wayne
his
as
gear
well.
lock.
Look at Wayne. He wants to get a point. But at the moment, he possibly could get fastest lap. Oh, look at Midnight and Paris. Blizzard and Samson are going at it as well.
It could be 3 wide.
Oh,
Not quite. Blizzard's got past Samster.
but meanwhile, Paris has gone past
Samster's got a
Midnight.
time penalty.
3 seconds as well. But it's going to be 3
That's going
wide
to cost
here.
him. Oh,
Midnight.
he's spun. Samster spun and Owen's hit him.
Oh, I didn't see what happened there, but that looks...
I think Samster clipped the back of Blizzard and
I think it was
he
a...
spun it.
Oh, and Owen has
and
spun
just
it
parked
too.
it.
Oh, he was driving so well as well.
I know both of them were doing extremely well. I think Samster's just clipped the back of Blizzard and it spun him.
I think it was a
And then he
chain
came
reaction.
back on and collected Owen, which is extremely unfortunate
Yeah,
for
he
both
had
of them.
nowhere to go, I think, which was unfortunate.
Yeah,
But
he had absolutely nowhere he could go. It was last second.
I think it was a racing incident. Sad, I think.
Yeah,
What was
I think
looking
it was
like to be a
it's
good points for both Renault
Both of them,
driver
yeah.
and the Toro Rosso as well. But it's not meant to be, sadly, which is a shame. Because
Blizzard's catching up to Matt Tibos.
ignore that, guys, because
And here we go again, Odems and Louis.
Why am I laughing? I'm not meant to laugh.
Every time we get a battle further down, these two just interrupt by going at it again.
It's like, we want the glory on stream, thank you very much. And, as we've got another 5-second
Owen's
penalty.
got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits.
That's possibly...
Jacotex is right behind Onyx again.
It's just this battle never stops, to be honest. I'm glad I have someone in the
No.
commentary box, otherwise my voice would, die.
You've got someone to help you keep up with what's going on.
Exactly. As Owen is going on the softs, yep, he's going for fastest lap. Surely.
I think Samster will do the same unless his damage isn't... I don't think Samster has any damage. I think he's just spun. Yeah, Samster hasn't got any damage.
I think, and Blizzard hasn't got any damage as well, so...
Yeah, he just clipped Blizzard's rear wing, it looked like.
But that's what happens.
Jacotex is right behind Onyx again.
I'm still keeping an eye on the gap between Louis and Marquez to see if it changes, but it's not. So we are okay to follow this potential battle
For
as
now.
well. Odom setting the fastest lap with a 1:29.4.
Oh, that's faster than some people's qualifying times.
That is pretty
in the
decent.
European.
Here comes Jacotex on Onyx. Goes
Here he
past
comes up the
inside.
inside.
What a
It's
move.
looking for the switchback. It's not over yet. This is going to go on at the turn 4.
Nick's getting a penalty. I think we're starting to see more penalties come through at the moment.
I think they're now trying to push it. They're pushing it to the limit now.
They are really. And what a race it's been
Blizzard's,
so far. And
Blizzard's 5.5 seconds behind this battle between Jacotex and Onyx.
I wonder, can he catch up towards the end to gain another position? It is going to be
Maybe.
tough as
Oh,
Odems
Louis
and
and Odems are going at it again.
It's like
Louis
round.
got past.
Louis got past a sensational move from him. He's in the lead. It's pretty much going to swap
This is
and
going down to the
change.
final lap. This is going down to the final lap, I think.
Yeah, I think so
Without a
as
doubt.
well. This is going to be. This is like a Lewis versus
This is like
Verstappen.
Rosberg and Hamilton from 2014.
Yeah, I forgot about that. And Julian versus Blizzard. Don't forget that. So
Can't forget that.
as well. So if you want to watch that battle after the race, please do, because that was sensational. I think Odem's a
I
bit
think
too.
this would give them a run for their money. Here comes Odems though.
Odems again goes round the inside, and he does it. But Louis
Louis
going to
gonna
try
have
the
the
switch
run.
back.
Louis right up his gearbox. But Odems has got DRS. He's just going to keep it into turn 4.
And I think Odem just holds
Jacotex
on.
on Onyx's gearbox. I think Onyx has got back through.
Yep, he does. Onyx in a
Mud
podium
T-Boss
position.
is hanging in there behind Blizzard. And Owen gets a 3 second time penalty.
I think one advantage of having fastest lap for both first and 10th, and 11th, it gives
the guy outside the top 10 a chance at a point.
and if they have damage, they have a
And
like
Owen
that,
goes fastest with
like
a
that.
28.9. Yep.
and like that, you get a chance to continue your race and still get a chance of a point. And that's
Yeah, it's brilliant. It gives those who've had an unfortunate race a chance of a reward for having to go through such a tough race.
And I think Brett has already seen Owen's fastest lap and saying, "Oh no, thank you, you're not on that fast lap. I'm gonna have it too." But here comes Mark. But it's not gonna affect anyone inside the top 10. They're not gonna worry about it.
Louis and Odems are going at it again down the start-finish straight.
And Mark Espy and Kian are having a battle as well. It's never ending. But let's
I
just,
think Louis might have a go into turn 4.
like he did, I think, was it a few laps ago?
Might have been.
I almost lost engine sound
Don't
there.
think he's
That would have
close
been
enough.
panic. No, he's
It's
not.
not quite close enough.
It,
Paris has
don't
got
know
past
who to give
midnight.
driver of
Paris
the
has
day
past
to.
midnight, and Keane and Lewis are past Mark Espy.
Here he goes.
This is almost impossible to keep up with. Next passing at Espy as well.
So there is Paris. Stays in 7th, Midnight in 8th at the moment. We're not
Louis and
quite...
Odems are ready to go for it again. Here they go again into turn 11, I meant to say.
Round number... I don't know how many rounds, but they must be round number 26 or something. Actually, no, it's... I don't know. No, less
I
than
don't
that.
know, they've been at it a couple of times a lap, really.
I think if it was driver of the day, it'll probably have to be between these two. They've been at it every single lap. But I'll probably... Blizzard is up there as well, so it's going to be really hard to decide,
I think
to be honest.
Blizzard could be up for driver of the day, to be honest.
I don't know. It's going to be very close. We're going to have a very tough decision, I must say. As Lewis has got past Kian. Lewis up into 11th.
Blizzard's up 11 places, and Paris is up 10. So I think Blizzard's definitely in for driver of the day.
Yeah, I got...
Jake's going at it against Onyx. looking for a switchback here. Going into turn 4, I think Jake Tex has got it. Oh, Onyx cuts him off.
Yeah.
Into turn 4, Jake Tex breaks early. I think he's going to be patient here.
Good on being patient. I think he may have another chance. I think possibly on the final lap where Onyx has no room to decide. I think that's probably what he'll do.
I think he's waiting for later into the lap where he's got more of an opportunity to get past. Because if he goes past there, that gives Onyx a shot at the DRS. And
That's a good
slipstream
point.
going out into the final corner. So I think he's playing it tactically and waiting for the best opportunity to get past.
I think Audemars, to be honest. Louis again closing up on Odems. As I think we could... Oh, and
Breadster goes
has an
faster.
answer there. He gets fastest lap as well. So, I don't
Mark
know...
Ashby's pitted
But
for
that's
soft.
still going to put him on minus points. Because I think he's on minus 5 points, I think. Due to his penalty. So,
Louis and Odems down the main straight again. Here we go.
let's go. Let's go. I need to go on board with this, surely. Here we go. No. Louis...
I'm just sitting on board with Louis watching him attempt to line Odems up for a move into turn 4 possibly. Nah, too
Potentially.
far back. Maybe in the next lap or so. This is going to go down to the wire. Jake Tex is sitting right up on Onyx's gearbox as well. Could he go for a move? Nope, not quite. Again, Jake Tex doesn't look to be quite close enough to Onyx to have the go into turn 4.
Nope, he's
Maybe
not.
he's just not got that straight line speed in the Ferrari.
I thought Jacob Tex will have the better advantage due to him being on much fresher tyres.
Fresher tyres, yeah. But bear in mind, sitting in the dirty air for all those laps isn't going to help his tyres too much.
Everyone is going on the fastest lap for the bottom half. They're all going on the soft tyres. This is great. This is great. It's Midnight. Oh no, Midnight.
Midnight's got a penalty. Oh.
I think that's his chance of possibly point. Oh, is Midnight has just not lost 1 but 2 positions there.
Blizzard still sitting in 5th comfortably.
And he's gained, I think, about 5 tenths in those last few laps. But I don't think he's going to... Oh, he's gone wide a bit there.
Oh, here we go. Louis and Odems. Louis isn't quite close enough, I think, to go for it in a
I
turn
think
1.
Odems is trying to break the slipstream from Louis. As it's very powerful around here. This is make
with
or
that
break.
many DRS straights, the DRS is what will make and break and over to your chances of getting past.
I mean, we've seen how many... Oh, Jacotex and Onyx. There we go,
Oh,
Onyx
here we go.
and P3.
Oh, they're going side by side. Jaketex on the outside. Is Onyx going? Onyx is keeping it. Onyx is keeping it.
Yeah, Onyx keeps it only just. I had a feeling Jacotex was going to go all at it on the last few laps just so we could save his tyres.
He's still got a couple, 2 or 3 laps left to get the move done, so if he's patient, the opportunity will come.
Nick and Mark in the pits again. I think Nick must have had some issues or something like that, but we'll see anyway. So
Louis and Odems 3 tenths apart. Louis goes wide.
oh, that's probably not helped him in the slightest, I think.
Oh, here he goes into the final corner. Maybe, no. Surely Louis going to get the move done down the straight.
Yeah, I think
Surely.
I won't be surprised if Odem lets him, because then he could challenge him on the final lap and Louis might not have a response, but we'll see.
Here he goes.
What a
just
defensive
defending
from
well on the
Odems.
inside.
They're just not giving up, are they?
Nope.
They must.
They've just. Words can't describe how brilliant this is. Jake Tex has passed Onyx.
Oh, this is. Yeah. And Matt's
Got yellow flag
out.
sector 2.
Matt's
Matt's gone. Oh.
I don't know where. Let's see if I can go on board with anybody in sector 2. Oh, no, I can't. I don't think. Actually, no. Brett might be on sector 2. Oh, I do. I see a car. But, oh, no, but it's not. I thought I saw someone, but nah.
Oh,
As Kian
stop.
goes into the pits as well. Louis, nope, he's a bit too further back again.
Not
He's
too,
pushing.
not
You can tell
close
he's
enough,
pushing. He
yeah.
wants the win so bad. He wanting.
Both of them are just going at it, hammer and toe for this win. Look how far ahead of Jaketex these two are. They're just in a
9.
league of
Wait,
their
wait, wait,
own
wait, wait,
around
wait,
here.
wait, 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 wait. Gap to leader,
10
10
seconds.
seconds. 10.1. I don't know. This has been a battle to watch, guys. I mean, I think 1 minute there's a battle for like Jaketex and Onyx, and it's Louis and Marquez, and then it's like the DRS train of moment. Louis a bit too further back. He's probably going to have a chance, I think, soon as well. Oh, he's got a very good exit there into turn 1.
It's incredibly close. Here we go. He's got this lap and the next lap to get past.
He could do it next lap, you know. That's what I would do anyway, to give Odems no response. And I don't think any of them have any penalties. So it is a battle for position outright, which is what we want to see here at OneHub.
Yep. Here we go into the second sector. Still hovering around that 5/10 gap. Same with Onyx and Jaketex. This is just the front four are just all within DRS. They've
Blizzard
both got their own
3.6.
little battles.
Blizzard 3.5.
It shows how much he's caught up because of those two battling.
Onyx doesn't have a penalty. Jaketex doesn't have a penalty either, so that's probably not going to affect anything.
No, those two are going to go at it on the final lap.
This is gonna. If you just joined us, where have you been? This has been a sensational race, and we're about to see the two Bahrain kings of OneHub really go at it. I mean, and I think most people joined at the right moment, to be honest. As on the final lap, Louis has got one
7
final
tenths.
chance.
He's not close enough.
I think Odems has just found the straight line speed there. He had a really good straight line speed there. And both of them are running out of ERS too. I think that was both Tauros out of the pits.
Yeah, they're both on 0 lap hold softs. They're both pit for fresh softs. I don't know why.
Fastest lap maybe?
No, but on the actually, yeah, considering they might be on lap 28 or I don't know.
Yeah,
no,
they're lap down as well. They're lap down.
Alright, that makes sense then.
Yellow one set. Yellow one. Set to 1. Yellow
set
flag.
To ones.
You can tell this has been stuff. And I think whoever.
It's just that crazy. Odems is almost a second ahead. He's pulling it out on this final lap. Those fresh tyres of giving him the advantage over Louis.
Oh my god, that was almost a moment for Modems. Oh my god, I literally can hardly breathe right now. As I think, the tyres have helped him.
Yeah, he's over a second clear. His tyres have definitely played an advantage here.
So here comes Odems about to cross the final corner.
Through the final corner.
Here he goes.
Coming up to the line now, and he crosses the line to win the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Get in, Odems. And Louis in second. What a great result from Louis as well. But
Jaketex and Onyx have been split up at last.
And I think
Blizzard might have got Onyx if there was a couple more laps there.
And I'm just going to see who's got fastest lap on the top 10. I think it is Odems. Odems has got it inside the top 10.
Odems picks up 26 points.
That is maximum points. That is great stuff.
He picks up the max points available here in Bahrain.
I think the only people that could go for fastest lap now for outside the top 10 is Kian, Nick, Lewis and Mark. Owen's crossed the line, he hasn't done enough. Brett's still got the fastest lap at the moment. Oh, it's going to be tight.
Line yet. Here comes
Lewis.
Kian's across the line. Lewis and Nick are going after it into the final corner.
Oh, this is going to be tight. Lewis could get P12. So that'll be a similar result to what he achieved last week, I think. Oh, we got a car park that we're joining it. I didn't
Oh,
see.
what the bloody hell's happened there?
Oh, there was a
There's just a-
Sauber that spinned it.
Yeah,
What a race, Liam. What a race.
I know. This has just been absolutely amazing from start to finish. We've had non-stop action here at Bahrain. It just shows this track.
Oh,
Some people may not like it, but seriously, it does provide some absolutely spectacular racing.
and we got Brendan Lee on the podium. But anyway, we got to choose our driver of the day. Oh, I'll have to give mine to Odems. I'll have to give mine to Odems. He put up a fight against Louis and he did it. So I have to give it to him. How about you? You got to choose a different one though.
It's so tough. Well, in that case, it's between Blizzard and Louis.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go for Blizzard just because of the sheer amount of positions he's made up
16.
in that Red Bull, from 16th to 5th. He made an absolutely genius call with his strategy
I agree with
to
that
finish
one.
that high up.
From 16th to 5th, good, fair play. It's going to be some decent points on the board. So let's run down the order. Marquez, Odem's our first driver of the day in P1. Louis P2, Jacotex P3, Onyx P4, Blizzard our second driver of the day in P5, Matt Tibos 6th, Wayne 7th, Paris 8th, Samson 9th, Midnight 10th, and we got Kian in 11th. So the extra fastest lap point goes to Odin for finishing inside the top 10 and Brett for finishing outside the top 10. And don't forget you can vote for your driver of the day when a poll's going out tomorrow, I believe. I'm not sure, but don't forget to vote for your favourite.
Be out at some point over the weekend.
It's
Maybe
gonna be close.
Might be tomorrow. Yeah.
It is going to be close.
I think I'm pretty sure Odin's will be on it. I think we may see Blizzard as well. I think it might be between the two Red Bulls for driver of the day.
It is the two Red Bulls, isn't it? We just realised that. Oh my word. So the Red Bull's doing very well. But anyway, just before we go, we are sponsored by Next Level Racing, and if any of these guys win the championship, they get a rig specially made. Well, they get a rig by Next Level Racing, which will be delivered to their house, and a trophy as well. That'll be pretty decent. And the code, you can get a discount code, which is in the description as well. So that is it for the Bahrain Grand Prix in OneHub. Don't forget you can catch all the other races which were on tonight. You can catch those out because I'm sure they was amazing. So, any final thoughts, Liam, before we go?
I'm just lost for words at this point. After that race, it's just left me speechless, pretty much.
Yeah, me too. Good on Prestige. You definitely brought out the best tonight. So, hopefully Alex will be back next week. Hopefully he's recovering. And I'm gutted he's missed this race, but I'm pleased that we got to cover it today, to be honest. So, Alex, we'll see you next week. Who knows? We may be back soon, covering for something. We don't know. But
You never know.
you never know. But we'll see anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. And join us next week for the Chinese Grand Prix. Ta-ra.